What is up, everybody? The Zelda Religionist here, and if you're wondering about the headphones, well, if you remember in the last episode, I talked about the music, or started talking about the music in the Breath of the Wild Switch presentation trailer, and I stopped myself because I wanted to devote a little more time because this music is really good, and it just adds to what the trailer is. So just sit back and just listen to how amazing this music really is. Just knows how to draw you right in, just showing these scenic shots right here, and then that first note. I love that first note. And then just this whole piece of the music right here, just the way it starts, it sounds like it's going to be in a heartbreaking moment of the game. I don't know if it is, but just listen to this piano. I mean, it just sounds like there's someone just died. Like Zelda or Impa or even Link himself just died. Like maybe we'll get to see Link die and then put in the resurrection chamber. The resurrection chamber, if I can talk. So, and then we get the big bombastic music, and then it starts showing the overworld and zooming in on Link, and oh man, I can't describe how this music impacts me because it's just so amazing. And then it kicks into the next stage where it's showing Link doing all this stuff in the world, and then
the history of the royal family of Hyrule is also
we hear this woman talking.
Of the calamity.
So, who is this woman, first of all?
Evil that has
And
endured over the ages.
probably Impa would be a safe bet. But then the music slows down as she talks. Then that happens. Then the music starts getting even more, and it goes back to being like really fast. So it's like the mark of the villain coming now. So now the music's getting real as the footage starts getting more intense. So then we're left with this, and all this stuff happening. And then here's the rogue Sheik I talked about. So this music, just every stage of the trailer, the music switches to it, but it doesn't just like, boom, new music. It's the same music, but just like transitioning so beautifully. And it just impacts the trailer so much. Like it, without...
Your face tells me
There's the Deku tree. I mean, music slows back down for when he talks, and then
100 years ago.
goes back into this part, and like I'm telling you, this music without it, this trailer would be cool, but like it wouldn't be as good because the music is what makes this trailer so good to me. And
It was all for nothing.
you'll see why here in just a little bit. And right here is when it starts going into something else. Slows back down. Now we got the main Zelda theme, so it just transitions right into it. But this, like I said, this music matched the trailer so perfectly, and it helps it so much. Like it'd be cool without it, like I said, but just
My daughter.
because of this music, it makes the trailer a million times better. But it's not over yet. We gotta get that last little bit in there. So, like watching this trailer for the first time. Now it's over. Watching this trailer for the first time, like gave me chills because just the music alone. Like the footage was cool, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is looking so much better and better with every new trailer. But with just the music alone, it just gave me complete chills listening to it, and made me even want to play it that much more. And especially the opening. Like the rest of the music is cool, but the opening is mainly what is so good about it, because like that first note sounds very close to Girahim's first note in his theme, and but just the sheer mood of the opening of the trailer, at least the music anyway, it's like someone just died, and that's what it sounds like to me. So like if that theme, I'm worried about that theme in the game, because if it plays, it's probably going to be at a heartbreaking moment, or at least a very powerful moment in the game. So we're only going to find out on March 3rd. But just the music is going to impact this game so much, because that's one important thing in any video game is the music. Sure, you got to have a great story and a strong story to hold it. You got to have strong characters to carry the story throughout the whole game and to keep you intrigued. But without a good soundtrack, it's only going to be like halfway good. Because, like, I'm not just saying that, that's just my personal opinion. That's how I feel about video games. You got strong characters and a strong story, good. It'll keep me curious to see what's going to happen. But if your soundtrack doesn't accompany the game well enough, you're not going to feel the necessary emotions that the creators wanted you to feel in the first place. Metal Gear Solid 4, prime example of a soundtrack accompanying the game. The opening, without Love Theme playing during that opening cinematic, it wouldn't be nowhere near as emotional. The soundtracks accompanying some of the characters' deaths, like, without that music playing it, it wouldn't be as heartbreaking. There's one scene in particular that I'm talking about. Towards the end, just look at the screenshot here, and you'll remember what I'm talking about if you've played the game. The soundtrack is like pretty powerful up to that point in that scene, but then whenever the event starts happening, the music just stops, and then we get a flashback. We get the flashback of the conversation that this character had with another while the event's happening. And because of that alone, it made it just even more than a character dying, because the music just goes dead, and then that you hear the conversation. It's just, you just feel so much in that entire game as a whole. And that's what I'm hoping for Breath of the Wild. I want the music to affect me whenever the story and the cutscenes are happening. I want to cry at this Zelda game. I want to be heartbroken. I want there to be powerful moments and heartbreaking music and emotional music and happy music. I want the music to carry this game with me. And I want it to affect me. I want to bawl my eyes out if the story calls for it. But the music has to accompany it. So, again, I don't know how many more times I can say it. I want to play this game. I want it to be March 3rd. Just little less than a month, guys. And we will finally get to play this amazing game that is coming our way for the Switch, Wii U, and March 3rd. So, I hope you're ready. For all you people that enjoy music as much as me in video games, I hope you're all ready for it as much as I am. Because it's going to be just amazing. So, next time, I don't know what we're going to talk about because I don't have my list in front of me. So, until then, you guys take care.